Days to the 2026 general elections, more politicians are poking holes in the mandatory new Biometric Voter Verification Kit system to be used by the Electoral Commission during the 2026 polls. Democratic Front Party President Mathias Mpuuga is the latest candidate to demand public clarification from the Electoral Commission about what informed their decision to okay the system even without approved regulations on how it will operate.
I did ask the Minister of Justice these questions in Parliament, and he said he has a bill before Cabinet on this matter. To date, that bill has never been seen, has never seen the light of day. We have demanded from the Speaker that he calls out the Minister of Justice to appear before Parliament to explain. The Minister of Justice, he has never come back to Parliament. And remember, Parliament sits intermittently. Even yesterday, we're expecting the Minister of Justice. It was a no-show.
He has demanded that the Commission makes public the procurement process for the kits and invest more in civic education via media on how it will operate.
Does the keen media know how polling will roll out? You are the best educated. They easily having failed to do voter education. The probably should be giving you information and pay you to go and educate the voters. Parliament gave them money. They have no excuse. You saw the last supplementary Parliament passed. The biggest component of that money was for the EC. So is there a money problem? Is it a capacity problem?
Like Common Man's Party presidential candidate Mpuuga, Mpuuga noted that without civic education and clarity, the system could be a voter suppression campaign.
Colleagues, on this one we should have a unified voice. It is in the interest of the opposition, of the bigger opposition. We should come up with a unified voice and say no to the way the Electoral Commission is handling the entire process. They will rely on the excuse of network to disenfranchise voters from some parts of this country.
We know that voter turnout can be suppressed by the red tape, by the bureaucracy, by the incapacity of the machines. We all remember what happened during the census, how the machine operators, the machines, were not on the same page. So that can suppress voters, especially in areas known to have a lot of opposition.
Mpuuga has meanwhile condemned what he called a move by the army to threaten citizens away from polling stations. The Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, recently urged Ugandans to cast their vote peacefully and thereafter go home instead of hanging around polling stations.
The law says you can keep around but within 20 meters. That's the law. But if the military has written another law, let them share it with us. And even advise us where their parliament sat. Come up with that law.
The July unveiled Democratic Front DF party did not field a presidential candidate ahead of general polls next year, questioning the credibility of Uganda's electoral process. The party that has neither supported any presidential candidate yet has, however, fielded some candidates to other posts. Juliet Nalwaga, NTV.